join us for a review of the Martin Miller's Westbourne Strength Gin. Hi, I'm Jo. This is Maximo. We are Tipples and Treats. And today we have got a gin. It's an English gin.
It is.
Where did this one come from, Maximo?
Auction purchase, Jo.
Another auction purchase. Are we ever going to stop talking about the big auction purchase? Was it last year or this year?
It was last year, and it was 16 bottles of spirits, so that's a lot of spirits to get through and review.
I hope that proves that we're not drinking this as fast as we can.
No, we're not.
It's lasting a very long time.
It is. Well, this is the fourth and last bottle of gin from that auction purchase. It is an English gin. It's a Martin Miller's Westbourne Strength Gin. So this is around 45.2% alcohol, so it's a little bit up there in the alcohol content. It's a 700ml bottle, and this cost 47 Australian dollars, including auction fees. Recommended retail price is around about the $70 mark, so it's a reasonably good purchase, I think. Did you want to open it?
Yes, it's an interesting shaped bottle, I have to say.
It's quite a stylish sort of bottle.
Traditional style label on the back with such small print that no one would be able to read it.
No, I certainly can't read it. So this gin was awarded Spirit of the Year 2003 by the Chicago Beverage Tasting Institute.
That's a long time ago.
And it was also awarded the world's best gin in 2020.
So world's best gin?
Yes.
In a particular category?
Of gin.
That is a big call. World's best gin.
Wow, that's what the marketing blurb sort of says when you go onto their website.
Marketing.
Indeed. So Miller's is distilled in London using over 8 botanicals. Those botanicals include juniper, cassia bark, angelica, orris, liquorice fruit, coriander, and Seville citrus peel, ground nutmeg, and cinnamon bark. So there's a lot going on, isn't there? In terms of the application. You've made another mess.
Just a dribble.
I see.
That's what they're going to call it. A beer mat, but it's a gin mat. It's for, so a couple of drops.
So the special thing about this gin, not only in the botanicals, but after distillation, it is blended with the spring waters from Iceland. So the gin is transported by ship to Iceland.
No way.
And it's blended with Icelandic waters. Which,
why don't they just import the water from Iceland instead of taking it there and taking it back? The questions.
Maybe we should put them. It might save them some. I'm not sure.
Productivity improvement we could suggest.
Indeed, but apparently Icelandic waters are supposed to be the purest on the earth.
There's not so much pollution in Iceland.
Yeah.
They get a lot of snow and rain.
Maybe there's some radiation from Chernobyl, perhaps, though.
That is a random thing to say, Maximo.
It is.
How did we even get there?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. Let's get back to the gin.
Pure but radioactive? No, I'm not. I don't know. Yes, and there's a final mystery ingredient added in the process in Iceland. So I don't know.
No one knows what it is?
Well, it's a mystery. Quite a nice fruity, aromatic nose, isn't it? Certainly the juniper. Maybe some citrus.
Yeah, fruity.
It smells sort of peppery, doesn't it?
I'm not sure.
Let's give it a go, shall we?
Yep, I think so.
That's really nice.
taste very different
That's
to how it smells.
That's a very long finish.
There is something different going on there.
There is. It's the mystery ingredient. It almost tastes like a vodka, like just in the mouth. It's quite neutral and well balanced. And then after a second or two, there's just a explosion of flavour. There's certainly juniper, but I think there's a lot going on. It's hard to identify. There's certainly some citrus.
Having not read the ingredients before we tasted it, I just expected an English gin to be a little bit
Ginish, like mainly the
flat.
Yeah.
Flat in its
substance. This is quite.
Oh, I'm pleasantly surprised.
This is quite spicy, not in a Scotch spice, but in a It's,
I was a little bit worried that I'd be able to taste the licorice, but I must say
it's there, but it's very, very faint.
I dislike licorice, so if there's anything that comes through as that, I'm like,
But I think it's nicely balanced. There's only sort of a hint of licorice. Now that you mention it, it does come through in the finish. I think a little bit of licorice, perhaps. I think it's very well balanced in terms of a gin. It's quite nice, neat, isn't it?
It's not too bad.
Not too bad.
I mean, it's a bit higher in alcohol as well. It doesn't really, attack your throat or anything, does it?
No, it doesn't. So I'll try it with some ice. I think.
I just need a tiny bit because I've not got much gin.
Do you want a little bit?
No. Tiny. No, too much. Can't take it anywhere.
We're home, so we haven't gone anywhere. But I get your point.
Release some more aromas.
It did. Oh, I've got a lot more ice, and
even that little bit is sort of pretty much melted now, but it's
it's opened the flavours up. I think it's sort of released some of the soluble oils. I think it tastes a little bit more oily.
I don't know.
More citrus.
Yeah, and really having problems trying to pin down what the tastes are. It's quite nice.
It is
Quite nice. Worth a try. If
indeed.
you can get it. Is
yes.
it readily available in Australia?
I'm not sure. Because it was bought at auction, it was a travel exclusive, so I haven't seen this particular bottle in our local
if you're,
huge tipple establishment.
If you're not in Australia, perhaps you're in England watching, maybe you can get it quite easily, or if you're off on travels now.
But certainly this, compared to some of the Australian gins that we've been having, certainly is as good and maybe a little bit better than some of them. At the price I paid, which is around 47 Australian dollars, it's a bargain.
Yes, it is.
And even at the recommended retail price of about $70, now that is duty free. That's still a pretty good price.
Yeah.
I think we're paying sort of between $80 and $90 for some of the Australian gins, aren't we?
Yeah, I think gin tends to be a little bit more expensive in Australia than some other countries. I don't think I've got much left to get the benefits of this piece of apple.
Just a hint of.
I actually need like a drop.
A drop.
I've not got much left.
Did you drink it all?
I didn't have much to start with.
Right, I see.
I know in the past I've always tended to pour myself a larger one than you.
You have, and I've noticed, and I bet the viewers have noticed as well.
It took you a while to notice. Even the time I switched the glasses.
Especially in the gin department.
The gin, yeah.
It's cut down the nose quite a lot, really. I'm not getting the delicate flavours.
I can barely taste it now. I think my recommendation would be to have a splash of tonic. You're going to lose all of the benefits of the great taste if you drown this one.
I think so, because I had a fair bit more left than you.
Yeah.
I put a little bit of tonic, and I think I've put too much tonic in.
I think I might have.
It's certainly a very refreshing gin and tonic.
Oh yeah, it's a nice drink.
Yeah.
But you're losing
the gin, aren't you?
Gin.
And you hardly put any in, did you?
I mean, why? Let me pose a question. Why are you drinking gin? Is it because you want to drink and you like the taste of tonic? In which case you could be putting anything with it.
No, yeah, that's right, yeah.
But
or just drink
if you really
tonic.
like to taste, yeah. Well, some people want to have the alcohol.
Yeah.
But if you really want to taste the gin, you've got to be sparing with your tonic.
Sparing, I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah. And I think a lot of we went to a bar, and before I knew what was happening, they poured a significant amount of tonic in your gin and tonic, and it made,
It's just a waste.
Yeah, no, it's all you could taste was the tonic, really. So it was a bit disappointing. I didn't sort of react quickly enough to get the tonic on the side. I certainly do know now. This has been a really nice nice gin, don't you think?
Yeah.
You can see why one world best gin. It is quite nice.
It's true. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah.
You know. So I think there's our review would say that this is one of the nicest ones we've had for
It's
probably a
pretty good.
while.
Pretty damn good.
On that very pleasing note, if you've liked this, please hit the like and subscribe buttons.
And we will see you next week
We will.
with another video.
Promise. Cheers.